What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. A lot of things on the show tonight. As we kicked it off with John Cena coming out, which pretty much New Orleans. There's a lot more boos than yay. Like sometimes I get tired when I say mixed reaction, but there's a lot more boos. And he talked about what happened when he tried to save Edge and how the Authority is now back. And talked about Triple H. Yes, the first ballot Hall of Famer, multiple-time world champion. And you pretty much now you're a power-hungry sociopath. And he talked about Ziggler and everyone else being fired then, and he wanted the fans, tell the fans to say Authority sucks. Right, it says hashtag that. And so pretty much also talked about Plan B. He plans to win the title, the WWE title at the Royal Rumble against Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins, and says he would go home with the title. And he says, imagine how the title will be on without Raw, SmackDown, or WrestleMania. Imagine there was no title on the show, which we've pretty much been doing that for over months now. Look at Brock Lesnar. He left with the title for 4 months, and look how the show did. So if you leave with the title, it's already been done with Lesnar. He left for over 4 months until he came back. Triple H's music hit. Him and Stephanie came out saying, oh yeah, very original, Authority sucks. And he talked about the firing. So he said, do you people want to see Ziggler and Rowan and Ryback back on the show? You want to Survivor Series teammates back? And he says, yeah, he's going to give you a chance because he's a fair man. So he said, what, a 1-on-5 handicap match? No, it's going to be a lumberjack match against the man who made you bring us back. Seth Rollins, as the Lumberjacks came out from Kane, Big Show, Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, Justin Gabriel, which is now healed now for some reason, Fandango, which I didn't know he was still on the show, and Curtis Axel. Pretty much were all Lumberjacks. And pretty much Cena winning against him then, as pretty much Big Show and others out there. It was a good match, pretty much ended up with Big Show knocking out Cena, and pretty much throwing back in the ring. I believe he was curb stomped, and Seth Rollins beat him, so he couldn't get them back on the show as they pretty much cheered with Seth Rollins at the end. So that happened. Pretty much then Stephanie was in the back with the Usos and Dean Ambrose, which she said talked to the Usos about their comments about the firings last Friday on SmackDown. And she says, I'm not gonna do anything to you guys. I'm not a monster. So she let them go. There was no punishment, but she told Jimmy Uso to tell that your wife's going to be in a match tonight, one arm tied behind her back. And Dean Ambrose, you will be having a psychiatrist evaluate you, so if you're not evaluated right, you won't be in the Royal Rumble match. Miz and Sandow talked about the Golden Globe Awards with George Clooney winning some award. Now, if he works hard enough to win the Slammy, I know. And then they went back to Ambrose, which had a clock looking at him. As the clock ticked, he looked at it and went to commercial. I don't know what they're doing with this Ambrose thing. With these, I don't know, the psychiatrists now? I don't get that. New Day, Kingston, Xavier Woods went against Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, which I don't think a lot of people really care for this match. Cesaro, well, Kofi and them won. I don't know. The New Day is just horrible. It's horrible. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro they don't look like they're going anywhere. Adam Rose, I'm still surprised he's on this show, but I don't think people are into the New Day, and I know people don't even really cheer for them when they even come out, so silence. I've said that many times, but the match is whatever. Macho Man, Randy Savage, which this is a huge announcement, everybody was expected, but Macho Man Randy Savage is in the Hall of Fame, people. I like to announce that right now. The Macho Man Randy Savage is going into the Hall of Fame, as they showed multiple people doing his impression, saying, "Woo, yeah, dig it." From Bryan to Big Show, Titus O'Neil, Paige, New Day, everybody. Even it's kind of funny watching Big Show be funny after he just knocked out John Cena earlier tonight. He's a heel, but now he's doing Macho Man impressions. And the person that will be inducting Macho Man into the Hall of Fame will be Hulk Hogan, which I'm very surprised. I almost think they were going to get Macho Man without Lanny Poffo's consent, since if you don't know by now, Lanny Poffo did say in the past, I don't know how many years ago this was, but he said Macho Man told him that the only way he can go on the Hall of Fame is that his entire family, the entire Powerful family must go into the Hall of Fame then to for him to be inducted. So I guess I don't know what deal they worked out. And it's I kind of feel bad, like he can't even induct his own brother, but they have Hogan do it. And I don't think, and a lot of people say him and Hogan never really buried the hatchet before Savage died. So, and I didn't know when they were gonna get married. I was thought that, like, how many years is it gonna be till Macho Man gets the Hall of Fame again? Still not in the Hall of Fame yet, but it's great that he is in the Hall of Fame. Somehow they worked the deal with Lanny Poffo. I don't know what his response is going to be. Sort of telling me he may have been screwed over because he can't even induct his own brother, but I guess he'll be there to accept the award on his behalf. But I'm very surprised that Hulk Hogan do this, and people really have said before that him and Savage never really reconciled their differences. Maybe on mutual respect, but I don't think they ever really got cool again. A lot of people do say that, so I don't know, because Lance, like Poffo said, he said his family said this. The only way for Macho Man to go in the Hall of Fame, maybe his entire family will be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. We just learned about this today about Macho Man, which they said TMZ was talking about it all day. But now WWE has now said it themselves. And they showed footage of TMZ with the Indiana Colts doing the whole Ric Flair thing, which was kind of cool, doing that woo thing. So, if you haven't seen the clip with the Colts and the whole Ric Flair thing, it's really kind of cool. As next week, they're doing some Raw reunion show, and Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, and Scott Hall. Kevin Nash could have been there next week, but since that whole suspension of Legends contract and fighting your son, and for some reason WWE wants to, I didn't know you can get suspended from a Legends contract. That's just odd with Kevin Nash, but I don't think he really needed to be, suspended because he fought his son, and they just immediately just suspended him and he can't be on the show. They could have brought the NWO back next week, but that's not happening anymore. Big Show came out and cut this promo as he talked about, Tom being created equally and like we're not, and talked about people's first day on the job. You know what I did on my first day on the job? I beat Hulk Hogan for the WCW title because it was easy. As fans started to chant him boring to Big Show, he said, really? Really? And that these fans don't want competition. America's supposed to be about competition, but they don't want competition. And he talked about Roman Reigns, that he's like the New York Knicks on a 15-game losing streak. And he talked about slightly of him sitting there, and that Roman Reigns is a loser. All you fans are losers. They're losers. I'm wondering, like, what is this promo Big Show just doing? And he's a proxy, he says, but the fans were really kind of against Big Show, and Big Show was just cutting some promo. And then Reigns came out and talked about it. So I was only like, 12 years old when you won the title from Hulk Hogan? But that was so long ago. He wanted to tell him a story. So he talked about a little boy named Roman Reigns, and my God, Roman Reigns promos are just getting worse and worse. I don't know who's doing this in the background. I liked it better when Roman Reigns was just a silent guy in the Shield that said little. Not this whole talk about magic beans. And once it's a boy named Roman Reigns that had magic beans and sprouted up to hit Big Show and laid the goose of the golden eggs. Like, why is he telling nursery rhyme in the ring? And pretty much knocking out the giant with his fist. It's going to be him. And what have they done with Roman Reigns promos? I've seen they've really gotten worse. And they sound forced. I thought last week's was bad when he was talking about the Superman thing. Even on SmackDown, it's bad. But now he's doing nursery rhymes. Like, I don't see where this is getting over. And then when he went against Luke Harper, the fans were more cheering for Luke Harper. They were saying, "Let's go Harper." There was like a small Roman Reigns chant. I heard more Luke Harper chants. I don't even think Roman Reigns is that over anymore, it looks like. I don't know what they're doing with his promos, but it's not working out for him. As Reigns went against him, Big Show tried to get involved, and Reigns got him, and Reigns speared Harper, won the match. Then Big Show beat him up and knocked him out, and pretty much knocked him out. Then I don't know how long this is going to go with Big Show and Roman Reigns, but it's getting really bad and boring also. Also tonight, Alicia Fox went against Naomi. One arm tied her back. I don't think the fans really cared, and they looked like they tried to focus on the match, but it never really went anywhere. And then there was a small CM Punk chant, so that happened. But I don't know, Alicia Fox won the match. I don't really think the crowd was into that. Sandow was talking tonight. With the Golden Globes and the Slammies. Ambrose was in the back on the doctor, and he threw up a photo and said, "Tell me what you say." He said, "He said Thursday," from the Thursday SmackDown commercial, which was kind of funny. And he pulled up pictures of people. First up, Triple H, irritable bowel syndrome. Seth Rollins, scumbag. Roman Reigns, brother. Kane, toothpaste. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, Stephanie McMahon. Oh, okay, that was actually funny. Now that part was actually funny with the pictures. He called Kane toothpaste, but everybody in the crowd went, "Oh!" So that was good. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman came out since it was a contract signing night, and Paul talked about the Undertaker. This is pretty much the arena or the city they were in when Undertaker lost his streak, and talked about, and no one has seen Undertaker, and he talked about Brock and how dominant he was, and about beating the streak. And now that WWE's campaign gets fantasy, they're Disney, and they want to be fantasy. And so the streak was a fantasy. Brock Lesnar, reality. Seth Rollins being the future of the WWE in a triple threat match, anything can go. But Brock Lesnar's reality, and pretty much that is what WWE is now today. Kind of taking a shot at them, but it is what they are. They're too Disney. And everybody, I've asked people this, and people say they're like Disney or nothing. They almost say they're like the Disney version of wrestling, almost. They've lost it. That's why people watch these other shows now. I'm not giving them ratings. People watch this on the internet most of the time, just to see if they fail or not. But Paul's promo was good, and talked about there won't be a difference because Brock Lesnar is reality. And I think the fans kind of hate this promo. We're cheering for him a little. Yeah, man, Brock. Jey Uso went against the Miz. Miz won. So, I don't know. It really wasn't much to say right there. Uso's pretty much in a good mood, even though his wife got beat up tonight in a hand-to-back match. Daniel Bryan came out as the crowd went ballistic when Daniel Bryan came out. Everyone was popping for Bryan. He came out, talked about he was going to the Royal Rumble. Last year was big for him. He remembers this. WrestleMania 30, winning the title, and he's going to do it all over again when he goes to the Royal Rumble, win it, and headline WrestleMania 31 and win the WWE title again. But Stephanie McMahon came out talking about her workout video, and that Bryan could use it just to, put up his strength because he's been hurt in the past, and showed the clip with Kane. And if you want to be an A+ player, you can't be getting injured. And yes, you did beat Triple H WrestleMania, but can you do it again? And fans pretty much said yes with him then. He says, "Am I going to win WrestleMania?" Yes. Do you fans believe in him? Yes, yes. And as everybody went yes chance, I like what Bryan says. He said, "I bet it's better workout than you and that DVD there doing the yes chance." And pretty much Bryan says, "I'm an average Joe. You're born a silver spoon with your mouth." And he'll fight anybody because he's going to get, even if he has to go through the authority again, he's going to WrestleMania, he says. And Kane, and pretty much then, your first match isn't going to be at the Rumble. It's going to be on SmackDown this Thursday when they go back to Thursday nights, which everybody knew, but his first opponent will be Kane. Again, it's Kane. Corporate Kane, though. And Kane tried to tombstone him on, Steel Stars, where Bryan broke out and brawled with him and pretty much hit the knee, and the fans were nuts, so pretty much cheering for Daniel Bryan, doing the yes chants and everything. So Daniel Bryan was back, and the crowd was fired up for him. But do we really need to see Daniel Bryan versus Kane again? How many times we gotta watch this match? I feel like there's for Bryan Kane first all the time. Seth Rollins was back talking to pretty much Noble and Mercury about Royal Rumble, but then when he turned around, Brock Lesnar was behind her and Brock said, "So you're the man that beat John Cena tonight, huh? And weaseled his way into my WWE, my title match." And Ron says, "I'm the future of the WWE." And Brock pretty much says, "The future starts when I say it starts." And Heyman came in and says, "Yes, you beat John Cena. That was remarkable tonight. But what do you guys work together now, huh? You just work together. You both take out Cena, and then you two go one-on-one and see who really is the best then." So that was actually kind of good to see. Paige went against Brie Bella. Brie Bella won for some reason, and it's very odd how Brie Bella's heel and her husband is face on the show. And then Paige got the ring and saw that Tyson Kidd as he got no older and didn't really get affected by it. And I guess Natalya is now leaving him for her or something, wherever this is going. I don't know how Total Divas works, so I don't know what they're doing, whatever marriage problem they have. Bray Wyatt cut a promo talking about Dirty Souls went to the Royal Rumble 29 will be eliminated and that he will win the match. And he told everybody they should run, and that was his promo. And other than, I already said Macho Man, Ascension destroyed 2 jobbers, which I don't think they're still going anywhere. Whatever, Road Warriors, Powers of Pain, whatever tag team they want to be, I think they just suck. And he was like, I'm just glad they didn't cut another Road Warrior promo again. Like, are you serious? It's not getting over with the Ascension. I still think whoever made these guys into the Road Warriors in the back, I don't think it's working. Ambrose was still talking with the therapist in the back as the therapist was crying. And pretty much Ambrose told him, like, you know, there's no yellow Alice Burn and signed the papers that he is now evaluated. And he says he think the therapist is spineless and screwed up. And yes, I think it's very weird that you sit down when you pee, which was weird. Rusev and Lana in the rings, they thank the Authority and Cena for having Ryback and Nat come back since he's gone now. And then Rusev says he's gonna win the Royal Rumble, since Rusev debuted at the Rumble, you know, last time. As Ambrose came out to face him then, for some reason, but Ambrose came out and faced him, which they had to stop the match because of Ambrose's knee was hurt. And pretty much Rusev kicked him right after that. So that match didn't really go that much, even though Ambrose was doing comedy skits all night, and someone came out tonight to face him. Triple H and Stephanie were out there as they came up with a contract signing, calling all 3 guys back. Triple H called Cena Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Broken Promises John Cena. And Brock pretty much thanked the Authority back, and he thanked Seth Rollins because he's the architect and everything. And he was good for the Authority, and, you know, what's bad for John Cena is good for Brock Lesnar. And what's good for Brock Lesnar is best for business. As Rollins thanked Heyman and everything, but Paul says, I'm not done yet. And Heyman talked about the triple threat match. It could be a double cross, and anything could happen. And Heyman was still talking, but Seth Rollins cut him out. He says, I'm not done yet. And he says, yes, I don't have Brock Lesnar's credentials and everything, but he says he built and destroyed the Shield. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. And, you know, he's the reason why John Cena fired Ziggler and all of them in Plan A or Plan B, because Plan A won the match at the Royal Rumble for the title, or Plan B, cash in the Money in the Bank contract for the title. Then pretty much Brock Lesnar took the mic and he says, listen, I've conquered The Undertaker, Triple H, and John Cena, and I'll damn sure conquer you. But Cena pretty much says, why don't we just kick his ass and you just go at it, huh? If you want to go. Let's do this right now, he says. And Rollins told Cena, said, your plan's never seen the work, John Cena. Getting rid of the Authority didn't work. Where they there? Hey guys, pretty much waving to the Authority right there. And getting Ziggler and their job back. Not working. And then pretty much it's going to be strike 3 for him at the Rumble as Rollins tried to hit Cena with the briefcase. Cena attacked him. Brock hit a German suplex on Cena. Then on Rollins. Then Cena then FU'd Brock Lesnar through the table. And then Triple H tried to get involved, but Rollins attacked Cena from behind, hit the curb stomp, and then curb stomp Brock Lesnar. Pretty much ending the show right there. I was like about to cash in the Money in the Bank. I was looking at him, but that didn't happen. So the show was alright. It was better than how horrible it was last week. And that was one of the worst shows to begin the year. So it was slightly better this week as we still come into the Royal Rumble, even though they haven't really mentioned that match or about the Royal Rumble. So Macho Man and Hall of Fame, that was pretty much one of the biggest news tonight. And contract signing, and I guess who's ever going to be in the Rumble, and Daniel Bryan coming out tonight. So we'll see what happens this Thursday on SmackDown, then, since they're back on Thursday nights now. So I guess that's how it's going to go. So once again, you know it's me, the HWD, come with the news and reviews. You know what I am, you know what I do, the show where it go, flow, you know how it is, camera saw. It's Monday Night Raw, so I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.